Alright, then we are into that any about you. Okay. So how would you describe yourself? Here's the words to best describe you.
Smart.
Okay. Okay. 3 or 4.
Okay. Fun.
How would your friends or other students at your school describe you?
Cool.
Cool.
Funny.
Things up, really? Okay. What things do you like about yourself?
I don't know.
Something you like about yourself. You know what I liked about myself when I was a teenager? My wrists. These weird things. Anyway, moving on. What's your favorite thing about yourself? What's your favorite thing about yourself? What do you like about yourself? Your hair, your eyes, your smartness.
I guess I like that.
Okay, what are some things, what things about yourself do you wish you could change?
I don't know if I was changing. But you know, depends. I don't like anything that I don't do.
Okay. What is the difference between being a child, a teenager, and an adult?
But when you're a child, you have a lot less responsibilities. Um, People don't expect you to make adult decisions, and they don't expect too much of you in a sense that you don't really have very many big decisions. Um, but when you're a teenager, you get some more responsibilities. You just make more decisions about yourself. Um, if you want to go somewhere, you can go on your bike or you know, get a car. Um, you can um, get to choose what classes you want to be at school when you're a kid. You don't really get to choose. Teachers decide what you need to learn. But when you're older, let's say you want to take 2 periods of art instead of taking Spanish this year, you can do that. And you get to 60 more stuff. And then when you're an adult, I can imagine that that happens even more. You basically have full control over whatever you want to do with your life. Let's say you want to go to one college or you want to go to another. You can choose to go and apply for that college. If you want to get this job, you can go and apply for that job. If you want to have kids, you have kids. Stuff like that.
Okay. Who is the coolest person you know? You have to recruit people that you know about you, and you're not giving them share.
I got this kind of
Come on, who's the coolest person?
um, me.
You? Why?
I don't know. But I think I've put in myself a lot of qualities that I would want other people to have.
What role does religion play in your life?
Um, well,
Bad, motive for attending church?
Okay. Well, I know the gospel is true, and I know that if I can go to church, I can learn more, and I can learn to repent for actions, and I can learn how to go to heaven, and I think that's part of my motivation as well. That I want to be able to um, become like God one day, and I want to go to heaven. So I want to try to do my best to not necessarily be perfect, but become perfect eventually.
Okay, so that motivates you to be in church.
So I can learn how to become.
But how does the clergy play a role?
There's a lot of standards in the church, and I follow them, and a lot of things that a lot of people are doing that are around my age don't necessarily aren't within those boundaries. So there are some things that I stay away from that I don't do.
Okay, any other role that plays in your life besides standards and keeping
It's a mindset, I guess, and it you um, you keep yourself worthy always. Um,
so does it play a huge part in your life?
yeah, that's a big
That
role.
part of what defines you?
Yeah.
Do you currently work for pay outside of your home?
Yes, I do. I mow 2 lawns, my grandma's and my grandmother's neighbors, and I use the money that I get from that. Part of it goes to my driver's ed fund at the moment, and later on that will go to my mission fund or other things that will come up, and some of it goes to my personal fund.
What do you like and dislike about it?
I like that it's a way that I can get money and that I can save up without um, parents just giving me stuff. And I think I've learned a bit of responsibility about that, about what you kind of stuff you need to be responsible for at a job, that you need to be responsible for being there when you say you're going to be there, and for making a different time if you can't be there, and for fixing the job if you didn't do it right. But I guess what I don't like so much about it is that it does take time away from my Saturdays, and I don't necessarily. A lot of times you're out in the sun and you're going back and forth and back and forth. And you have to bag the grass, and sometimes there's nowhere runs out of gas. So you're walking around a lot in the sun. And let's say you didn't wear shorts, you wore jeans, or you wore a black shirt. You're not feeling very comfortable.
How does it impact your schooling?
It doesn't really impact. I can guess that some of the money that's going to be from it will go into the dual credits.
But how does, like, I guess more like if you were to work at McDonald's or Toyota or whatever, and you have that time away from your schooling and you're working, how does that impact you? How your grades suffering because you have a job? Or are you feeling a little more stressed in your time to do the homework because you have this job? That's kind of what they're looking at.
Specifically with the job I have, no, there's no like schooling classes.
It's only about 4 hours.
Yeah, and it's on Saturdays, and like I do my homework after each school day.
Okay, we're gonna go on to the section of goals and ideas. If you were given $500, what would you do with it?
Okay, well, first I will put the rest of the money into driver's ed that I need. Then I would pay off as much of the dual credits that I have that I could, and that would probably be about it. That's dual credits and I
Your parents are paying for you.
Okay, They were.
And you're supposed to be tithing first.
Yes. Well, I don't even think about that. It's what I do whenever I get them. So yeah, I would pay tithing first, and then put money away for the driver's ed. And I guess I would save the rest of it and try not to spend anything.
Me?
Because I have a bank account.
Okay, how prepared do you feel you are to make adult financial decisions? Like not saying that you need the money, but you have the money, how could you?
I think I could probably be pretty well off. Especially watching my parents being able to be thrifty and doing what they need to do with the little money that they have. That I could probably make some pretty good decisions and pretty rough estimates of what I would have to do if I had a way, living in an apartment or something like that.
Okay. For you, what do you like about being a teenager?
I like not having a full weighted responsibility on myself like I was an adult, but I do like the responsibilities that I do have and the kind of things I get to do, as opposed to being a kid. That's a lot better now than it used to be.
Okay. What else do you like?
I get to be a lot more independent. As I've already said, I'll get into other things when I talk about what a teenager is.
What's the hardest thing you like?
Gaining more responsibility as you grow. So after a while, your parents give you more chores, and you get more things you have to do at school. You're responsible for getting, like in geometry, it's a lot harder than the last math class was. So you get more and more as you grow, and a lot of times that can be frustrating because you're used to something less.
Okay. Anything else? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I'll be 20. I'll be nearly coming home to my mission. To be honest. I'll be nearly coming home to my mission. And I'll be straight out of high school and college and on my mission, getting ready to come home.
18 June.
So
18, 19, to be honest, 21. Okay, but about 10 years from now. So we 25.
At 25, I would hope to be.
About 40.
I would hope to be nearly completed or completed with my bachelor's degree, and be married and start a family.
Okay, that's all I have. Thanks for walking with me. What about my little boy?
You were going to say favorite?
No, I'm going to say my 15-year-old boy, but you're not quite 15. Okay. So I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. Thanks, dude.